This video was requested by Tyler Storm. I made a post last week asking for some video requests, and he was the first person to get back to me with some flat trick tutorials. This video is a flat trick tutorial with 3 tricks specifically: mega spin, hang tens, and whiplashes. We'll circle around these tricks and try to see how you can add to them, start them off, and these are actually 3 important tricks for riding flat. Anybody can ride flat. If you have a scooter, you could ride flat. Let's get to it. Before we start this, let me know in the comments if there's any specific video requests you want to see. I'm going to be doing every single video, mostly every single video, in the next few weeks, months, maybe even years, dedicating to exactly what you want. We'll get these videos uploaded a few times a week. Before we start the tutorial, he specifically requested some front wheel peg tricks. With whatever complete you have, you can add pegs to it, and that first link is in the description if you're looking for a set. So the first trick is probably the first trick that I learned when learning flatland tricks. It's probably the most important trick when doing flatland tricks. You don't need pegs for this one, and that trick is mega spin. Mega spin is the foundation of flatland in my opinion. It's the connecting trick to a lot of other combos, and it's a trick that anybody can learn in minutes, and it's very scalable, meaning you can learn to do 1 spin, you can learn to do 50, or you can learn to just be on your back wheel from when you wake up to go to sleep. Mega spin is just a very important trick, and to learn it, I'm gonna teach you how. Mega spin, step 1. The first thing you wanna do is get a feel for just doing a wheelie. A wheelie is just a 1-foot manual, preferably putting your front foot in the back and having your back foot as the balance leg. The back foot's gonna hang off and pendulum back and forth depending on where you are in the trick. If you feel like you're going to fall back, that back foot's gonna go forward. If you feel like you're gonna fall forward, that back foot is going to be behind you. Wherever you feel you need to bring yourself back, the back leg is going to swing to keep you centered. As long as you have wheelies down, then you can go for mega spin. Mega spin is basically the same exact thing, but spinning. You can spin fast, you can spin slow, you can spin when the wheel is rolling forward, you can spin when the wheel is rolling backward, or you can spin where the wheel is barely spinning at all, and you're kind of in this dead stop pivot rotation. Now, the idea to learning to mega spin is just trying to do the spin by itself. Don't worry about kicking, don't worry about anything. Just once you have the wheelie down, put your foot on the floor and try to just kick off with 1 foot on the ground just to see what it feels like to spin during a wheelie. Once you got that down, at least 1 rotation, meaning a 360, do it a few more times. Get the 360 at least every try, and then worry about spinning more often. Don't worry about spinning fast or slow, just find out where you feel most comfortable. There's no rules to this. When you get the hang of mega spins, to spin slower is easier because it's easier to control, pump, and balance. Spinning faster just looks cool, but spinning slower is more useful. So now that you have an idea of what it feels like, you want to learn how to do it without having your foot on the ground. Kicking off and kicking forward and then bringing your foot back and then lifting up is kind of the best way to start this. Swinging your leg around, starting the rotation with just that 1 leg and then lifting the wheel up is my best advice. Once you swing your leg and then you lift your wheel up, your scooter and yourself are going to rotate by itself. You're gonna feel that swing and the momentum carry you in that spin rotation. Ideally, you wanna spin backside. So now that you have the idea of how to kick it and swing, to hold mega spins longer, which was Tyler's specific request, do them slow. Pumping them is kind of what you wanna do if you wanna keep them longer, but pumping is a completely different world on its own. And today we're just gonna learn how to mega spin because I don't want this to be too intimidating. You can still learn how to hold mega spins longer without pumping, but the idea is to be very centered. To center yourself with a mega spin is exactly what you want to do at all times, whether you're doing fast, slow, or you're pumping, but keeping it centered allows you to use less energy. When you're right in the middle and your back leg is not swinging forward, not swinging back, there's no strength, there's no energy being used. You're just perfectly center balanced, and the momentum from that initial swing is gonna keep you going. If you start to slow down your spin, then it's gonna start turning into a regular wheelie, and that's where pumping comes in order to generate speed again to do this longer. If you guys wanna learn how to pump, let me know in the comments below, depending on what level you're at, because pumping is more of an intermediate thing, and we'll get into that in a later video if that's requested. I want to take a few seconds just to thank everybody who did comment on that post, because it's very motivating to see that you want videos filmed. And for me to know exactly what you want filmed, it gives me more energy to go outside and film these videos. I know you want to see it, and I know I can do it. So that's why I'm out here filming this. If you guys want to provide more energy my way so I can give it right back to you, let me know in the comments what videos specifically you want to learn, and I'll try to get them done as soon as possible. The next trick that Tyler requested specifically was hang tens. Hang tens when 2 feet are on the front pegs and the back wheel's lifted up. It's basically a nose manual on the front pegs. This trick looks hard, looks intimidating, but it actually requires very little strength, which is the best part about it. Remember, if you wanted to learn this trick, you do need 2 front pegs, and if you need pegs, that first link in the description, so make sure to grab a set. It's always good to have. It doesn't get in the way of other tricks. It doesn't take away if your deck has square ends, like if you have a street scooter, putting them in the front just gives you more options, more tricks. But let's get into the hang 10. To start a hang 10, yes, you need the front pegs, but I always suggest starting from the position. Don't try to just ride and get your feet on the pegs and jump up. I always say put 1 foot on the pegs, feel your center spot, see what that feels like by just adding a little bit of weight. You still got your foot on the ground. You didn't really try the trick yet, but you're just putting more weight on that dominant foot, which I would say is the same foot that you use for the mega spin. For me, it would be my left foot. So I'm putting weight on my left foot, not necessarily trying the trick yet, but just knowing where that center spot is. You're gonna feel it back and forth. Once you know where that is, push off the other foot. And once you push off, get that other foot on the second peg and then see what it feels like. Don't go fast, just go enough to roll. If you feel a moment where you teeter back and forth to try to keep yourself going, then 100% you can learn this trick in minutes. At worst, you can learn this in about an hour. I always suggest getting a piece of chalk, writing down your starting point, and then trying to beat the next line. Write a line down, beat it, and then now you have a marker, and try to beat each marker every day. This trick is very scalable. Once you have an idea of where that center point is, and you feel that your body wants to fight to stay in that position, then you can start doing it by riding and then getting the front foot on first, popping up the back wheel and getting that right foot on, or left foot, depending if you're regular goofy, right away. Just because once you're on both pegs, there's 0 strength. So you want to get to that position as fast as possible. If not, then you'd be doing like a 1 foot nose manual on pegs, which is actually a little bit more difficult. But once you have your feet on the pegs, you use both feet to kind of teeter back and forth, put that weight, keep the deck and the handlebar in like a Y position. You don't want the handlebar too more into your chest, and you don't want the deck too far back. It's gonna be like a perfect Y position, and once you have that, that's the perfect center spot, and then you're gonna wanna do your best to hold that. Landing it, there's not much advice. You kinda just wanna jump off the pegs and land your deck. You can even drop the back of the deck on the floor and then jump on, learning how to balance first. There's no pressure this way. These are my tactics for every single balance trick, is to learn how to balance first, then learn how to balance and land, then learn how to pop up and balance, because once you do the last 2, popping up, you know how to do it, you'll land it, you'll do it first try once you get it. Now that you know how to hang 10, it's a perfect layup for the next trick. The last trick that Tyler requested was a whiplash, and a whiplash starts with a hang 10. So in order to do whiplash, you kind of need to know how to do a hang 10 a little bit. You don't have to master hang 10 for this trick. You can still pull it off. It would just be a lot easier if you got hang 10s down, obviously. But if you don't, if you're still watching this video and you kind of like went for a hang 10 real quick and you got a few feet and you're like, oh, okay, cool, can I do the next trick, whiplash? There's still a chance. The idea of a whiplash is that you're doing a hang 10 and then you're taking 1 foot off, you're balancing on 1 peg, 1 foot, and then you're gonna put the other foot on and balancing 1 peg, 1 foot with the other foot. So ideally you wanna learn how to do 1 peg nose manuals on both foot evenly, because this trick requires you doing that and then swinging the deck around. The deck comes around, the other foot, the deck comes around, you land it. Whiplash is pretty much a hang 10 the entire way, but then you have a moment where you're doing a switch peg nose manual. So the idea is when you lean forward and you lift your foot up, it allows the deck to start swinging around. Once the deck is halfway, then you want to switch your foot, put the other one on, balance on that foot as the last half of the deck swings around and you just land it. It's a pretty easy trick if you know how to hang 10 and do peg nose manual both ways. I suggest, if you want to learn it the strong way, where you can get this trick very consistent, is just practice hang 10s, then practice peg nose manuals the same way we learn hang 10s, and then practice switch peg nose manuals, which is like your other foot or your back foot. For me, it would be my right since I'm regular. Practice peg 5s with that, and then once you have those 3 down, whiplash should come first try, if not under 5 tries. It's very, very easy if you know those 3 first. So yes, I do suggest learning hang 10, peg 5, switch peg 5, and then whiplash will come like this. Huge shout out to Tyler for requesting this video. Looking forward to those comments below on what other videos you want to see. And if there's more tricks you want to learn on flat, let me know and I'll make more tutorials, specifically certain tricks depending on what your level's at. And I'm looking forward to making more of these videos. I'm really happy to make videos specifically for certain requests, and we'll be seeing more of those in the comments. And let me know what you think of this video and if it helped. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for daily videos, and I'll see you in the next one.